It's the Clippers and the City of Angels for a little interconference action here at the Staples Center. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Guys, Doc Rivers has the dual role of coach and GM with the Clippers. But if you ask him, it's much the same as his role before. He said there really is no actual difference in the two roles, except when you do disagree. The only difference now is if I really disagree, I get my way. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And it's probably easier to straddle those roles when the mandate is win now. That's a coach's mentality anyway. You look back on the history of the Bucks, and it's just so rich with some of the biggest names in NBA history. So many great names that got their start or played some great basketball one time or another for the Bucks.
Well, two of the biggest names in the history of the game. I mean, when you talk about the big O, Oscar Robertson, you don't get any bigger. You also have some of the great two guards that have played in this league, Ray Allen and Sidney Moncrief. You get the feeling that a few of the current players could end up being viewed as all-time great Bucks as well, particularly Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jabari Parker certainly have the ability to maybe get to that ring of honor in Milwaukee.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Parker and Monroe together inside. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo, and it's Carter Williams in at the one. Now here's Monroe. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. Here's Monroe. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. So it'll be DeAndre Jordan shooting. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, one thing with DeAndre Jordan, you love how imposing a presence he is on the defensive end. His size and ability to leap are a big anchor to any defense.
A great point, and not only a flashy defender, but a solid one as well. Wasn't always like this, though, guys. Took some encouragement from coaches to get him to commit to becoming a defensive juggernaut, and every player now hears his footsteps when they're attacking the rim.
True.
And if you're not defended or unmarked, Monroe will find you. Terrific vision from the big man.
Now, here's Mbamute. Outside, Redick. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Carter Williams with it. Screen by Monroe. Parker outside. They set the pick. Back to Carter Williams. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And, hey, we know the three-point shot is a work in progress for Carter Williams, but when he's dropping it in from there, you got to get on it.
Paul dishes to Jordan. Carter Williams against Paul. Down low. Here's Griffin. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
And Blake Griffin, really, it seems like he's been a superstar since the day he stepped on the floor here in the NBA. I mean, you know, those posterizing dunks over defenders, always making the highlight reels, and clearly one of the most exciting big men in the league from a talent and marketing standpoint. You know, a little bit of adversity followed him over the course of last season. Let's see if he can bounce back and become a true leader on this team.
3 on the clock. Here's Parker. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Paul kicks to Redick. Paul passes to Redick. Off target with his three. And give credit to Griffin. He has continued, Greg, to build on his game even while being the darling of the NBA for so long.
Yeah, a lot of guys can struggle to put up great numbers if they are known for highlight reel plays, but not Blake. He has sewn up the few holes he had in his offensive game, is a natural in the spotlight, and it's easy to see why he gets so many endorsements.
Here's Redick. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Ball outside. Jordan the screen. The dish to Redick. Jordan sets the pick for Redick. Knocks down the three ball. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Here's Parker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. One thing you have to love about Jabari Parker is the level of competitiveness he brings to the court. He is always putting in the extra time at the gym, trying to lead by example on his team. You know, there's just an air, guys, of maturity around this player that you don't see from players his age in this league.
Yeah, well said, Kevin. And I think he brought some of those attributes of maturity and work ethic to the table. But I think his injury enhanced those attributes. And anytime the game is taken away due to injury and you get a chance to get back, I think there's a greater hunger and appreciation. Just to get on the floor, he had to work extremely hard. So I don't think he takes that for granted now. While it was a setback, I think it also was a launching pad for what I think is going to be an all-star career.
And Parker drops them both.
Well, you can see it and feel it in certain players. I mean, that sense of timing, when to take shots, how to get them off. And Jabari Parker is one of those kinds of guys. I mean, he's got great natural instincts, particularly on the offensive end. He's got a versatile enough game to take advantage of a defender really anywhere on the floor.
The Clippers trail. Johnson outside. In the corner, it's Crawford. Johnson dishes to Spates. Ring shot on the way. Rebounded by Maker. Puts it up from 15. They get it again. Parker. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, really love the second effort on the glass from Parker. This guy never gives up on the offensive glass.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team, but as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
I'm not really a big scorer for our team, but that's not my job. My job is to defend and rebound for our team. And, I've accepted my role, and I feel like I'm, excelling in my role.
Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
And he may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan has become a defensive beast. And the thing of it is, he's still learning, still getting better.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Maurice Spates. Pierce is out there with Johnson. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Greg Monroe is now the man in the middle with Milwaukee, and he wants the responsibility of leading the team. He said being a leader comes with the territory, but it's not extra pressure. I want to be a leader. I'm just trying to set an example. Come in every day and do what I need to do. Hopefully that's something everyone can pick up. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. This was the team he chose. He wants that responsibility. That one misses.
And it's the one thing that this Clippers franchise they can't seem to escape, and that's drama. I mean, every year there seems to be one odd story coming out from this team. You have to think that it wears on their ability to stay focused over the course of a season.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jordan's checked in, up the floor. 2 points, that one goes.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Dellavedova kicks to Henson. And it's blocked by Jordan. And he gets it back. The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Henson. And with the Clippers and their drama, most recently, Greg, it had been Blake's off-the-court incident and the team convincing DeAndre Jordan to stay.
Yeah, and there's a reason why the Clippers play in the land of Hollywood dramas, right? I mean, you would think if they could make it through a season drama-free, they could be scared.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Clippers. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Jordan kicks to Felton. Puts it up from 15, and that one is good. Griffin's got his second bucket.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now Crawford. After Chris Middleton missed from long range, Crawford passes to Rivers. Felton dishes to Griffin. Again, Los Angeles.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Dellavedova kicks to Carter Williams. To Dellavedova to the left side wing. Bucks passing it around. Expanding his range. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Pass to Rivers. Griffin kicks to Felton. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
Now here is Dellavedova. Beyond the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Felton kicks to Rivers. Griffin inside, working on Zaletovic. Griffin's shot is off. Out to the wing, to the inside. The dive for the ball, and stolen by Jordan. In the corner, it's Griffin. Crawford, no one around him. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Carter Williams. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Now the Clippers have had this Chris Paul and Blake Griffin core for a while now. It has certainly proven to be an exciting pairing, and they haven't made the deep playoff run that they had hoped they would make.
Yeah, and although fans might want more, you have to remember where this franchise was before Griffin and Paul. They still have a few years to take this team even further. Unfortunately, they have been up against a stacked Western Conference.
And he makes the first. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Bucks also changing it up. Akers checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Tarian for Michael Carter Williams. Henson hits them both. And you look at the roster of these Bucks. So many players on the team that can rise up and embarrass a defender. Not only can this team throw it down, they're looking to throw it down.
Yeah, they want to wreck that rim as much as they can. If I had the leaping ability of guys like Giannis and Parker, I'd be doing the exact same thing. The Bucks actually led the league in percentage of shots that were dunks in 2016. They are an entertaining bunch and a throwdown group worth watching.
Here's Dellavedova. He has 6. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. The wing jumper off target. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Bucks ahead, up by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. Few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about ready to begin. Back to Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game. Hey, watch yourself.
I'm celebrating. We're the best.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Milwaukee leading by 3. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Parker and Monroe together inside. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Ball with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Well, one thing that Chris Paul has always been known for is his presence, Greg, on the defensive end. Just a smart and fundamentally sound defender who knows certainly how to disrupt a ball handler.
No doubt. In the modern NBA, there are so many guards that can beat you one-on-one. But Paul makes your shots tougher than probably anybody else in the league. Still, with the quick hands, he will come up with more than his fair share of steals.
Here's Monroe, and the shot falls short this time.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Redick passes to Paul. Jordan with it. Now Monroe defending. Redick dishes to Griffin. For the lead. And Redick the bucket on the assist by Griffin. And that's now 6 points for J.J. Redick. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. And stolen by Jordan. To the paint. And Blake Griffin again. Griffin's got 10.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Middleton kicks to Parker.
And defenders have to be really cautious when defending Parker. I mean, he's an incredible athlete who doesn't mind physicality.
The Bucks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Two shots.
That's good from Parker.
Put it simply, Parker is an outstanding player. I mean, somebody who puts the team ahead of himself, and all this guy wants to do is W-I-N.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Crawford comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And Parker drops them both. And last season, Jason Kidd had to have hip surgery, which caused him to miss a large portion of the season. Casual fans might think, why can't he just sit and coach? But there's a physical toll to coaching, as we all know.
Absolutely there is, guys. I mean, constant moving, the traveling, engaging in practice, film watching, which requires a lot of sitting. I mean, coaching an NBA team is very stressful and demanding. And hip surgery, any type of surgery for that matter, can definitely have an impact on your ability to perform as a coach. I'm actually glad to see Jason Kidd fully recovered and back to coaching his team.
Crawford kicks to Rivers. Passes it to Griffin. From 8. Tips it up. Outside for Redick. Crawford passes to Mbamute. Rivers with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Here's Griffin. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Griffin's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. 1:02 left in the third quarter. And it's Monroe at the elbow. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Excellent awareness from Antetokounmpo, sensing the chance to impose his will inside and then capitalizing really easily.
Top of the key. And Mbamute can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Screen by Parker. Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. Monroe right side. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Spates checked in for Griffin. Pierce comes in for Mbamute. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Felton in for J.J. Redick. And then for Milwaukee, Makers checked in for Jabari Parker. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Terry in for Michael Carter-Williams. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 2 on the clock. He can't get it to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
We got to close this quarter out, and it's big. We got to stretch this game. Close this quarter out.
Doc Rivers, and to compete at the highest level, this is the kind of thing, guys, you have to do. End quarters strong.
And, you know, the best teams know how to manipulate these situations. Let's see if they can do that.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Call out there with Felton. And it's Pierce. That's Johnson. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Clippers in the lead. Now Felton. Spates sets a screen. nice assist from Felton.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Dellavedova. Cranes the three-pointer.
And Antetokounmpo just, showing you once again what an all-around superb talent he is. He really moves that ball on offense.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. Might as well make those adjustments right away.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Spakes. Blake Griffin comes in for Paul Pierce. And Baamute's checked in for Wesley Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Raymond Felton. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He knows his team is struggling tonight from the three-point line, so he told them to go for more quality shots inside. We're shooting way too many threes, he said. No more Hail Marys. Let's get inside to the post. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. The shot's good from Paul.
Oh, they give it up and then get the lead right back. 2 triples back-to-back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
Man, I thought you were going to lose complete control. The fans and you going wacko over here on the edge of their seats. Sit down, Greg. Give me some room over here.
Bucks on defense. Following the 3 from Chris Paul. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. To the middle. Here's Parker. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Really impressed by the attitude of Parker. Commanding the rock in crucial moments. That's big.
And the Bucks making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Trying his luck deep. Again, the miss by Paul. Milwaukee in the lead. To the paint. Here's Middleton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
Pass to Griffin. To Paul. Three-pointer. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bucks have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the 4th quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Monroe, the pass to Parker. Screened by Parker. And Monroe kicks to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Back to Monroe. It falls!
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Monroe dishes to Parker. And stolen by Redick. Over in the corner, Paul. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, Paul's got him dropping right now for sure.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 2. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Paul. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
That's his second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line.
20 seconds.
It's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
Carter Williams. They can't stop the run with that one. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Blake Griffin. At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Nine seconds left here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Middleton. They get it back. Carter Williams, the pass to Antetokounmpo. A shot by Middleton, wide open.
20. Patience is a virtue. And Chris Middleton, virtuous.
Los Angeles calls timeout. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin was on a mission tonight. You know, attacking the basket, attacking the backboard, defending, and he put the power in power forward tonight.
Man, he took his game to another level tonight. He wasn't hanging in the background. He was their alpha dog. And he got the crowd going wild.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.